Canada's story didn't begin with Confederation. It began thousands of years earlier, with the first peoples of this land. Their voices, their wisdom, and their courage continue to shape the nation's heart today. Welcome to North Studio 10, and in this episode, the top 10 most influential Indigenous figures in Canada, leaders, artists, and visionaries whose impact continues to echo across generations. Buffy Sainte-Marie, the voice of resistance. Before protest songs filled the streets, Buffy Sainte-Marie was already singing for justice. A Cree singer-songwriter and activist, she used music to fight for Indigenous rights long before it was mainstream. Her songs like Universal Soldier and Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee became anthems of truth, proof that one voice can ignite a movement. Fact number 9. Cindy Blackstock, the defender of children, a Gixon activist and social worker. Cindy Blackstock dedicated her life to protecting Indigenous children from inequality. Her tireless advocacy forced Canada to confront systemic discrimination in child welfare, making her a modern hero of justice and compassion. Fact number 8. Elijah Harper, the man who said no. In 1990, as Canada debated the Meech Lake Accord, Cree leader and MLA Elijah Harper stood up, eagle feather in hand, and said no. His stand for Indigenous rights halted a national deal, reminding Canada that no agreement is valid without the voices of its First Peoples. Fact number 7. Shania Kids Can. Inspired by Shania Twain's Indigenous roots. Not many people realize that global superstar Shania Twain embraces her Ojibwe heritage. Her foundation, Shania Kids Can, supports underprivileged youth, carrying forward Indigenous values of community and care through modern action. Fact number 6. Chief Dan George, the actor who spoke truth. Born in 1899, Chief Dan George was more than just an actor. He was a poet, a chief, and a truth-teller. His iconic Lament for Confederation speech in 1967 shattered illusions and brought Indigenous struggles into the public eye, forever changing how Canada heard its history. Fact number 5. Tantoo Cardinal, the face of Indigenous cinema. With grace and strength, Métis actress Tantoo Cardinal broke through Hollywood barriers. Through roles in Dances with Wolves, Smoke Signals, and Killers of the Flower Moon, she showed the world that Indigenous stories are not forgotten. They are alive, powerful, and honestly, timeless. Métis leader Riel fought for the rights and identity of his people, standing against a system that tried to silence them. Though once labeled a rebel, history now honors him as a founder of Manitoba and a visionary who defended cultural freedom at any cost. Here's fact number 3. Dr. Nadine Caron, the trailblazing surgeon. She's the first First Nations woman to become a general surgeon in Canada. Dr. Caron doesn't just practice medicine, she blends it with advocacy. Her dedication makes sure Indigenous communities receive equitable health care, really proving that leadership, can heal both bodies and systems. Now, fact number 2. Wilma Mankiller, truly a symbol beyond borders. Although she's Cherokee and from the United States, Wilma Mankiller's story has inspired Indigenous women all across Canada. Her groundbreaking role as the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation set a powerful precedent for Indigenous empowerment around the world. And for fact number 1, Tom Longboat, the spirit of endurance. Born in 1887 from the Onondaga Nation near Six Nations Reserve, Tom Longboat became one of the greatest long-distance runners in the world. He shattered records at the Boston Marathon and totally dominated races across Europe, all while facing racism and adversity with just unbreakable determination. Longboat's story isn't only about athletic greatness, it's about resilience, pride, and honestly, the unstoppable spirit of Indigenous excellence that continues to inspire generations. From music and medicine to leadership and justice, these figures remind us that history isn't just written in textbooks, it's sung, spoken, and lived every day. Which of these leaders inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like or makti. So we see Erden so kata mate on so. By po Alberta. Subscribe for more stories that reveal the soul of Canada. You're watching North Studio 10, where every story has a heartbeat.